So this is the chart we would use during practice and in his actual interactions with hotel guests whenever the training period was completed. And the goal for Kevin was that with all 10 guest interactions, he would receive 1 point with each guest, totaling in 10 total points by end of the session. And so to receive 1 point, he would have to use this check sheet, and he would have to have a check mark in each of the 6 boxes. So he would need to complete his 5-line script, which is here. And then if he were to get a check all there, he then moves to this box and asking, did you engage with inappropriate conversation with the guest? If he did not engage in inappropriate conversation, he would circle no, and he would receive his last check mark. If he did receive, or if he did perform an inappropriate conversation, he would circle yes, and then he would then circle which of the inappropriate conversations did he taken. These are just a couple of his common ones, and he would circle them, and then we would discuss after the guest how he could have responded more appropriately with the guest. And then afterwards he would mark how many checks does he have total. If he had 6, he would then receive a point. If he had less than 6, he would not receive a point. And if he did not receive a point, it would be considered an inappropriate interaction. If he did receive the point, it would be considered inappropriate. And then I would do the same, and then we would go back and forth and make sure that they were agreeing with each other's scores, and if he scored himself incorrectly, explain why the situation was incorrect. And then after all 10 interactions with the guests are completed, we would then go through and mark whether the interaction was appropriate or inappropriate, going all the way down. And then I'd also compare Kevin's scores to my scores. So on this day, for example, 7 out of 10 guests that he interacted with were appropriate interactions, and 3 of them were inappropriate. So since he received only 7 points, he would not receive his reward of a solitary break, because that is what he's most motivated by.